Hi, welcome to the Tea Time Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Simon. Zach, do you want to introduce
yeah. Well, you just did it. It's the end of March.
Mm-hmm. Last day before this comes out.
Yeah. Oh, sorry for dating.
Oh,
It's the last day of December. That's an ongoing joke. Watch Skits and Bits if you want to get that one.
If you want to get the full joke.
It's a pretty good joke.
Yeah.
Pretty funny.
Yeah. Really brings the whole, like, mythos together.
Yeah. We can have a wiki page now.
Yeah.
Because we have an ongoing joke.
Yeah. It's fine. Should be okay.
Day before... No, wait. Are 31 days in March? Oh, okay. Wait, today's the 30th or 31st?
31st.
Oh, today's the 31st?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So tomorrow's April Fool's, if you don't know.
Yeah.
Well, it's actually today, if you're listening to this on time. But, Zach, do you have any funny April Fool's goofs that you've pulled?
No.
No, you haven't pulled one April Fool's goof ever?
No. I'm not a fan of
Have you
pranks.
been the recipient of an April Fool's goof?
No.
Never?
Mm-mm. Well, one time my parents tried, but...
Yeah?
I was not to toot my own whatever, but I was a pretty smart little kid. And on April Fool's, my dad was like, better start saving your money. And I was like, why? And he's like, because I lost my job. And I was like, no, you didn't. And he was like, oh, yeah. And my mom was there, like, trying to look sad in the background. But then I was like, no, you didn't. And they, like, both kind of, like, lost control. I'm not a fan. I don't like April Fools. I think because so many people do so many shitty ass pranks.
Yeah. That's the main problem with it is, like, the shitty pranks.
Like why would you tell
fucking,
somebody you fucking are breaking up with them?
Yeah.
That's awful.
Why you say, like, oh, I'm pregnant?
That's also awful.
Yeah. No, all that's...
Yeah. No.
Some good April Fool's pranks that... one really sticks out to me. For me, was this was done onto me. It's very good.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to say, mainly because I got something out of it.
Mm-hmm.
It was, I think, like sophomore year, one of those. And I was, you know the lunch table at the beginning of the day, like
Mm-hmm.
it sort of ended senior year, but
Well, I never.
you never went because
I'm not about to show up to school earlier than I need to.
Yeah. Well, I sort of had to because, like,
Yeah.
my parents drove me and I was,
Right.
like, the first one on the list.
Yeah.
So, like, I was there with, like, all my other friends at the time, minus Zach, because he got to school right on time. He was, like, right in the door when the bell...
Yeah. No, yeah. Like senior year, I was almost always like 2 minutes late to my first class.
Oh, yeah. Same, honestly. But I was there with a bunch of friends, and, there's a lot of commotion, you're doing stuff, you're playing Minecraft, playing Pokemon, doing all these things, giving people some mod packs.
Sounds fun.
Sounds like...
Wish I'd been invited.
I mean, like, you're always invited, so... It was kind of unspoken, but, like, you could have always just showed up a little early.
Yeah.
But in the commotion, someone managed to get a hold of my backpack, unbeknownst to me. And...
Instant anxiety.
But I didn't know that at the time until I figured this out. So it wasn't until, like, my second class of the day that I actually figured this out. Because I had band first class, so, like, you're just, like, sitting there doing whatever. You don't really open your backpack. Second class of the day, I opened my backpack. Lo and behold, 4 packs of instant ramen are just sitting there. And I'm like, what? I have no clue what's going on. And I just...
Like, open?
Nope, empty. Well, not empty, just, like, closed packets, just, like, 4 of them, 4 or 5.
Oh.
Just sitting there. I was like,
Right.
that's weird. I don't remember what? Did, like, my parents do this? I don't think so. But luckily I was in that class with Brandon Ivy.
Mm-hmm.
Our good friend. And he was like, oh, dude, you gotta try this. And he grabbed one of the packs. and he like opened it and started eating it raw. He like got the flavor packet, opened it, put it in there, shook it all up, and like broke off a piece and started eating it. It's like, dude, you have to try this.
That doesn't work. They're both dry. They don't stick together.
No, but it was fine. It was good. And I like that's spawned my love for dry ramen.
Weird.
Yeah.
I can't.
The person later in the day revealed to me that they did that. And they were like, so like, anything weird happened to you, Simon? It's like, yeah, someone put 4 packets of ramen, and it was a you, perhaps? And they were like, yeah. It's like, okay, cool.
It's kind of a... Huh.
Yeah.
All right. And that was like an April Fool's thing?
Yeah. That was it.
That's kind of...
It wasn't that like funny for an April Fool's prank, but it was just like, cool, you got ramen.
Yeah. That's what I would have been like.
But that was like the first time I had ramen ever.
What?
Yeah.
How?
I just never had it before. Like my parents didn't really like it. My mom like has this thing with MSG, which is totally fake.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Weird.
Never had it before that one time. Yeah. Another thing I remember, I was trying to pull off an April Fool's prank on my parents or someone. Luckily, I backed out of it because I realized what a dumb idea it was.
Mm-hmm.
I got a glass of water, like a glass made out of glass of water, and put it above my door, like, haha, I'm gonna get him.
Oh my god!
And then, like 5 minutes later, I like looked back over. I was like, this is a bad idea.
Yeah.
And I picked it back up and I brought it upstairs.
How old were you?
Like I probably like 7.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just like enough cognition to where I was like, that's gonna break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think I did do one.
Yeah.
And it's because I saw it on a TV show. And I did it, I think it was to my brother. Because he would always feed like the like pets in the morning. And so I like put a rubber band around the little hose next to the sink. And so he turned it on and the hose turned on. But the water pressure on that sink is not very good, so it just kind of like it just went into the sink. And he was fantastic. Like, wow.
You're just like sitting there like behind the food bag, like, come on, turn it on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think my dad did or someone pulled that prank on my dad. Not that one that you just said, but the one that I said, like putting a bowl of water or whatever above a door frame.
Yeah.
I have this vague memory of that happening, like when I was really little.
Mm-hmm.
You probably even don't remember like this house that I was at the time. It was the swamp house, the one that Yeah, no, I don't think you ever went over there.
Mm-hmm.
So like a time in my life, when like times were rough, it was the middle of recession. We moved to the swamp area, Huntsville, Alabama, which is literally underneath like it was built on a swamp.
Yeah.
And, like at any time there's like floods constantly. Luckily it was during a dry season when we lived there, so we didn't often experience floods. But yeah, it was at that house that you've never been to.
Okay.
And the water bowl. It was a bowl, like a plastic bowl, which is smart, not a glass cup. So yeah, it was pretty funny at the time. But those are like the only 2 pranks that I could think of.
I really like overreacting. So like acting like I got hurt or like just like blowing up and acting super angry.
Yeah.
Because then that makes them feel bad.
Yeah.
Which they should, because they pulled a prank on me.
Yeah.
And I hate pranks. You don't do that. Yeah. And I drag it out. I drag it out a little bit for a good like couple minutes, and then I'll go back and be like, April Fools. A. Fuck you, B.
Fuck you, B.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Or A. April Fools. B. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Not a fan. Don't like it. Yeah.
That's interesting.
I was never like one of those like boys will be boys type kid. Like I didn't do that shit.
I probably pulled a good number of pranks like on my brothers. I just don't remember them because they're probably real stupid.
Oh, like yeah, like I would fuck with my brother, but I mean that's just that's separate.
Yeah.
It's a sibling thing. For those of you that don't have siblings.
It's a sibling thing.
It's a sibling thing.
Yeah.
Just girl things.
Just sibling things.
Wearing a belt. Yeah.
I'm not like other siblings.
I don't pull pranks.
I'm trying to... This isn't really a prank, but it's just something that I very vividly remember about, like, me and my brother, Seymour.
My brother, and me.
Yeah. So...
Because you have two.
I have two. It's
Two brothers.
Two brothers.
And you.
And me, so that's three. So my brother, and me.
Yeah.
Except Owen wasn't really a part of this. He was just, like, standing there. That was part of, like, the time in our lives when Owen just sort of stood there.
Yeah, because he was
occasionally
little.
Cried. And that's all he did.
Yeah.
Until, like, he
As
broke.
babies do.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But...
I never did that.
No.
I looked and sounded like this from the womb. I was
like,
100% cognitive.
Hey, Dad, how you guys doing? But I had this... I still have it here. A Hedwig stuffed animal.
Mm-hmm.
Have it here with me. Meant a lot to me as a kid because I really like the Harry Potter books. Less so now, they're still pretty good.
Less so now. What do you mean? They're amazing.
Pretty good.
They're amazing. Okay. They're amazing.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
But
I forgot you could read.
Yeah. Well, audiobooks.
Right.
Yeah, and my dad, he read to me as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
But I had this Hedwig stuffed animal, and it meant like a whole lot to me. Like I was obsessed with this thing. And at one point, my brother, I don't know why, but he stole it from me. Because, just brother things.
Yeah, just sibling things. Stealing my owl.
And I got so frustrated with him, I just punched him in the stomach.
Oh, shit.
And he still brings it up to this day.
Wow.
About, like, shitty things that I've done.
Did you give it back after that?
Yeah.
Okay, then it worked.
Yeah.
I remember one time I was over at your house.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was Nate that was also over there.
Yeah.
And you and Seymour just started going at it. And me and Nate were like, what the fuck is happening? Are you seeing this?
Like, that.
You were like scratching and like fucking going crazy. It's very different from when you attacked Alec.
That's true.
Because that was an actual attack. This was like Wolverine, like pure anger.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
I don't remember that.
It's crazy. Yeah, it happened.
Was it the time that we recorded that Smash video?
I don't think so.
No?
I mean, I don't really remember.
Time that I remember, like, you, me, Nate, and Seymour hanging out.
I don't know.
Another vivid memory I have of me and Seymour hanging out. We were down at the beach, hanging out, chilling, relaxing. We got some bikes, as we usually did.
In Cedar Rapids.
So we're riding down. We all got bikes. Me and Seymour were like, hey, let's have a race. Let's race down to the beach house. Let's see who can get there first.
Is this a fucking Pokemon game?
No, but we were like, all right, who can beat the next person? So we were both like neck and neck the entire time, and then we got to the house, and so this is kind of hard to explain with words, but Seymour was to the left of me. I was right here, sort of imagine, and then Seymour was turning in, but I turned in too quickly. Mm-hmm. And like collided with him. Like he ran. What's the thing, like T-boned?
Yeah.
Like he T-boned me, but he got injured. So like he got like his leg like got viciously mauled by my gears.
Oh shit!
It was terrible. So like I felt awful about it.
Oh god!
And it was just like immense guilt like washing over me. And like I could do nothing. Like I was just like standing there, like, what do I do? He's just in pain. And then my dad showed up. Was like, all right, I'll take care. He like brought him into the and like patched him up, put him in the bath. And I remember like looking at him, and he had this like vicious scar, not scar, but like vicious like rip, like blood was just pouring down his leg.
Damn.
Like, dang, I did that. I felt really bad, but just sibling things.
Me and Kenny would beat the crap out of each other.
Yeah.
I mean, as much as I could, 8 years younger than him.
See,
When I got older, though,
yeah,
because you reach an age where, like, once you're past this age, it doesn't matter. Like, you're
age doesn't
grown
really
up.
matter
Yeah.
after that point. It's just like after that point,
Age is
after
just
that point, after that point.
Yeah.
Means. But
Oh, man.
me and my brothers never really fought. We did verbally a bunch. We argued a good bit, but mainly it was very conflicting because my dad and my mom had very different views on how we should like work out stuff. My mom was like, "Let them at it." Just,
Yeah, I
like,
bet, yeah.
She was just like, whatever they need to get out, just get it out. My dad was like, "Don't fucking fight each other." Like, Nerf blasters, swords, like don't hurt each other with it.
Like you weren't allowed to have those?
Like
or?
we can like use like Nerf guns and stuff, but like we couldn't like above the chest was like no.
Oh.
And like swords, we have to be very careful, which like always made me frustrated because I really like wanted to like just like have good like actual fun sword fight with like a foam sword.
Yeah.
But like they were my brothers were like, "You too hard." I was like, "Hit me harder. What are you gonna do?"
Yeah.
Like that's what you like. I hit harder, then you hit harder. That's how it works.
How much older are you than Seymour?
Like a year and a half.
Oh. Right.
Yeah, and like
That's weird.
Yeah, like 3 years older than Owen.
Is that it?
Like 5 actually.
Yeah.
5 with Owen.
My parents, I don't really remember them caring.
Yeah.
I mean, he was like 8 years older than me, so like obviously there were some like limits to what he could do, but I don't know. If I have kids, which is very unlikely, but I'll just let him
let them have fun. Like if they're gonna
like
they can't like
they're not gonna like
shoot their eye
actually
out or
injure
like,
themselves. Like
no,
if
like,
they do,
like the worst that's
that's
gonna happen is that they're gonna knock like a tooth out or like they're gonna get like really scraped up. Just like that's how they learn.
that fucking happened.
They're
like,
kids. That's what they do.
You can't be like super like sheltered.
Yeah.
Nobody likes growing like when you're growing up, you think that's fine, but then when you reach a certain age, you're like, damn.
Yeah.
I wish I was not sheltered.
Yeah, exactly.
Like just let them work this shit out. Like that's the raw, natural monkey brain left over. Like just let them.
That's the monkey brain era.
So basically, kids are monkey.
Kids are monkey. It's like the bicycle thing. Like
milk ape.
Like. Like I'm a strong prominent like fucking no training wheels.
For some reason, I thought you were gonna say pastrami. I'm a pastrami.
I'm a pastrami. No, but like I'm a strong like proponent of like don't like start your kids off riding on asphalt. Don't ride on the grass with a bike.
Yeah.
Because when you fall over and it hurts, you don't want to fall over.
Yeah.
So you learn.
Yeah. Like if they get hurt on like a swing set or something.
Yeah, and you get like a gash right in.
Don't be like, oh, maybe take a break from it. Be like, nah, get your ass back on there. Because if you get scared of it, then you're not going to want to do it ever again.
Unless like you're like viciously bleeding everywhere.
Well, I mean, like if you're actually hurt, then it's like, fucking don't.
Yeah, learn your limits.
Yeah. Like, what?
What? When I was
See, isn't that satisfying?
It's very satisfying, Zach. Do you want to talk about that, or are you just gonna? Dang.
Wait.
But
Go ahead.
I have a story to tell. It's another good classic tea time story. My another one was Seymour standing on his sort of thing.
No, why didn't it do it? Go ahead, sorry.
We were over at a friend's house. This is the same friend that, like neighborhood friend. It's the same one that like first. What are you, Zach? Stop. It's this first like that was the first house that I found out what porn was. That one.
Was it? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Why was that for both of us the same person?
Wait, what? Same person?
Neighborhood friend?
Oh, neighborhood friend. That's what you meant? Not like same exact person.
What?
Oh, him. No, different neighborhood friend.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, no, different. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, like later neighborhood friend.
Uh-huh.
But we were over at their house, and their older brother was there, and he had like a big old like I think it was a big old stick, like real big.
Yeah.
And he threw it, and it hit Seymour square in the tooth.
Ah, shit.
Yeah. And he was like viciously bleeding, like from his like tooth. And I think it popped out. And he found it in the snow.
Oh,
it was
my
like the
God.
first time it snowed in like forever in Huntsville.
Did you just like go crazy and beat the shit out of the guy?
I didn't know what to do. This was like very young, like maybe 11. So we sort of like walked in. I was like, he busted his tooth. It's like, okay. Then we went back to the house, and I don't remember the rest of it.
That was it.
That was
the
it.
whole.
He just busted his. He threw his brother threw a stick at Seymour, and he hit him in the tooth. That's why you don't hang out with the neighborhood kids.
Yeah.
Actually, I think after that we never hung out with him ever again.
Damn.
Yeah. Have any good neighborhood kid stories?
There was this one guy that lived on my road. He was real weird.
Yeah.
He like said he was emo, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Like I don't think he really got what it was, because he was like looked completely normal, but he was like weird fantasizing about like being emo and like cutting, which are two completely separate things. And I was like, I mean, all right, bro. Like,
Yeah.
whatever. I mean, he was fun to hang out with. He's in military school now. Yeah.
Right.
He drove by on his bike. He rode by on his bike one time, like recently, like a couple months ago. And he like called out my name, and I was like, who the fuck is that? Because I did not recognize him at all. So I just kind of like frowned at him, and he like rode away. And then I was like, oh. And then I felt bad because I just frowned at him. But, you know, whatever. I mean, I haven't hung out with him in years.
That's true. Yeah. We used to actually live quite close to each other, but we never hung out really as kids, which is interesting. Like just like a couple blocks away. But then my parents got divorced and we moved separate, far away. You know what it is. Like all that.
I didn't go to your dad's house until junior year.
Really? Junior year?
Yeah.
I guess so. Well, that was like during the whole period where like I couldn't really have friends over.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Only like my mom's house.
It was still weird, though.
Yeah. Still kind of is.
Yeah.
To be honest. Sort of normalized it somewhat last summer, but...
Yeah. No, I meant the fact that I hadn't been over there.
Oh, yeah.
It was weird.
Yeah.
What else were we going to talk about? We were talking about April Fools.
Yeah.
And then...
It's Sunday.
No, there was another one.
Trans Day of Visibility.
Oh, yeah, Trans Day.
I wanted to say it was Sunday first. Okay.
It is Sunday, though.
It is Sunday. Typically known as the Lord's Day. Some people think it's Saturday. Who the fuck knows? Zach knows.
Yeah.
Which one is it?
I'm not going to tell you.
Dang. But Trans Day. If you're trans, cool. Next time. No.
Put in, like, canned applause.
But
no, yeah,
trans
it's
people,
cool.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah.
And if you're not there yet, if you're still trying to figure it out, you'll get there.
Yeah.
Take your time.
Take your time.
You don't have to know.
Yeah.
You don't have to identify with anything.
Yeah, just be like...
Just be you, you know?
Just be true to yourself, and that's what matters.
So you'll be happy if you don't if you don't try and fit into something if you're not ready to do that yet. You know? It's all right, just chill, you know? You'll get there.
You'll get there.
And you don't have to tell anybody. You don't have to tell people you're still trans even if you don't come out to a single person.
Yeah. Do you want to give the audience a good old trans rights on 3?
Zach says trans rights.
Oh, I thought we were Simon says trans rights as well.
There you go.
Yeah.
IJU says trans rights.
You heard it here first.
Let's start an IJU trans rights Twitter.
Okay. And our colors are almost trans rights. It's more like...
What are our colors? Like blue, purple, and...
It's more like a cyan, purple, and pink.
Almost.
It's more...
That's more bi.
It's more bi.
Yeah.
It's interesting. So, let's talk trans.
Uh-huh.
Here on the podcast, IGU, we are very open about the fact that we are LGBT plus accepting, and very predominantly that.
Yeah.
Hear that? This is a good community for that.
Podcast for you.
Good podcast, good YouTube, good everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless you don't like.
Unless you don't like us. Then
The two people just sitting down talking.
That's another problem.
That's yeah.
Then you just don't like podcasts.
Yeah. Or at least this specific type of podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, whatever.
It's fine.
I didn't know
Yeah.
until very recently that not trans, non-binary,
Yeah.
or non-binary trans, whichever order that's in.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Me neither.
I'd never heard of it before.
It's not. I hadn't known that trans people was a thing until not recently, but just a couple years ago, which is interesting.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
It was.
My mom is always very vocal about stuff like that because we knew so many people.
Yeah.
It's I grew up at Low Mill.
Yeah. I don't know why. I feel like my dad sort of assumed that my mom would tell me, and my mom didn't really get around to it. Or maybe she did. My mom has this problem of telling me and my siblings stuff too early to where we forget.
Yeah.
So she gave us the talk at a very young age, and none of us remember it. So that was great.
God, I fucking do. Ugh.
Yeah.
So.
Was it awkward for you?
So yeah.
Dang.
So bad. Because she covered all the bases. That was good or whatever, I guess, but it was still at the time it was
just a little. I actually, all
Trans
those
rights.
Trans rights. All those health days. What are they sex ed days or whatever? Where you you do all that. You watch the video.
Yeah.
I've never been to one.
Really?
At school. I always just by coincidence I've been sick.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not.
It's not that big of a. It's just interesting.
Anti-sex propaganda, anyway.
It was elementary school, middle school, and high school. Boom, boom, boom.
Damn.
All three missed it.
We didn't have it in.
Did we not?
Elementary school.
I did.
Well, you're gonna teach fucking 7-year-old?
It was 5th grade. Jones Valley. Yeah.
No, I don't think we did.
No, not for you.
I don't think so.
We had one
I
at
don't
Jones
remember.
Valley, and I think 2. What did we have 2 in middle school? 12 in middle.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Remember.
It was something like that.
I saw a little video this morning.
Yeah.
From a trans non-binary person.
Yeah.
And they were like, if I tell you I'm trans,
Yeah.
I don't need you to reply with, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to get it.
No.
Because I am either way.
Yeah.
And that's a good, that's the first thing I always think of, is well, I don't fucking get how car engines work, but they still get me to where I'm going.
Yeah.
I don't understand the laws of the universe, but it fucking,
It happens.
it's still here.
Yeah.
You don't gotta get it. It's not
Yeah.
for you, it's for
Yeah.
me.
But if you want to learn, ask.
Yeah.
That's the number one thing. A lot of people just don't ask. They have very old biased viewpoints on stuff because they're not up to date.
And when you really really dig in and ask somebody why they don't agree with it, they never have a good answer.
Never. It's usually some form
it's just
religious
not right, or it's not natural.
Yeah.
It's well, okay, tell that to the millions of people over thousands of years that
also the whole fact that there's only 2 genders, the whole male and female sort of thing.
Yeah.
That's a very Western sort of thing thing. It's also like very prominent in some Eastern cultures, but in I learned this the other day. Like some like more indigenous
You almost said species.
I did. That was the wrong thing. But like indigenous peoples, like their concept of gender is very different.
Yeah.
Than like ours, like binary system.
Yeah, like Native Americans, you could. I mean, not like probably not all of them, but
Yeah.
like you could identify with whatever,
Yeah.
and nobody gave a shit.
Yeah.
And I think there was like if you were born, sometimes one person was born with like the soul of both male and female, and they were like considered special somehow.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, as it should be, like
Yeah.
something to be like, like actually thought about and celebrated instead of like brushed aside. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's always existed everywhere around the world. Like it's not new.
Hello, ancient Greece.
Yeah, like it's not fucking new.
Yeah.
Like you can quote it being natural all you want, and that's the natural thing is like the range.
The ranch.
The range. Only wrestling. That's what's natural.
That's wrestling.
No, not wrestling.
What?
Rustling.
Wrestling.
Like cattle.
Castle.
Not wrestling castles.
That's what I do in my pastime.
Yeah. Yeah, trans rights.
Trans rights.
Woo. Yeah. It's always a good, like, my favorite Twitter thread was, this is like 40-year-old white guy, like probably, or maybe older, I don't know, like a dad or an uncle or grandpa, whatever, and his younger relation had, like, come out to him as something, and he was very supportive, and he was like, but I don't know what it means.
Yeah.
And so...
Oh, no, yeah, I saw this.
He, like, commented on something, and he was, like, asking questions, and they, like, a bunch of, like, LGBT people were, like, answering him and stuff, and it was so pure and nice, because they were all being super patient and, like, explaining it really well, and, like, he was being, like, so open and supportive, like, literally just wanting to know more, and he was like, okay, well, how do I know what are the right pronouns to use and all kinds of stuff like he really cared and like nobody was giving him shit, like they were all being super helpful. It was so nice.
I love that.
Like I
see it a lot in the Ask Transgender subreddit.
Yeah,
that one, it's like full of that. Like a lot of people just like, what do I do?
What does it mean?
Yeah, and they like fully like explain everything, and it's just very wholesome.
Yeah, that's always good to see.
Also, a lot of people may be confused about this, but when we say trans rights, we're sort of shortening it to like trans rights are human rights. Is what it's.
What?
What I'm saying is like trans rights, saying that like it's more of a shorthand for saying that trans rights are human rights. It's like the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't actually know that.
No, you didn't? Oh, yeah. That's like.
Just like, trans rights, man.
Trans rights.
I mean, obviously, all rights for fucking everybody, except Nazis.
Yeah, Nazis don't get rights. We were talking about this.
But today, it's trans day.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the Nazi thing.
Yeah, we were talking about that on the walk back from Taco Bell.
Basically, a lot of people are getting called out for being Nazis.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of anti-Nazi stuff.
Including one person that we don't like anymore.
What?
The former associate of the Very Good Block game.
Oh.
We don't.
Notch.
Yeah. Fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
Fucking transphobe. Goddamn.
White
supremacist.
I literally don't even understand how somebody can think like that.
Yeah.
Like,
it's also like the fact like he's basically gone insane because he has that much money.
Yeah.
He has nothing to do with his life.
Yeah. Like,
I was on top of that. Sorry, I was listening to Sleepy Cabin and a very good podcast by Sleepy Boys. It's their name, not really, but one of the members was saying that he should just make Minecraft in real life because he has nothing to do.
Yeah.
But then they were like, but they don't have the rights. So it was like, just call it Block Zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, just make a real life Block Zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he should have done. Except nobody would go to it now because
he's a piece of shit.
Piece of shit.
Basically, if you see something anti-Nazi or anti-white supremacist, and you're like, well, everybody deserves rights, and you don't know their whole story, and Nazis aren't the same thing.
Nazis aren't what they used to be. They're different now. It's all
If you defend anything like that, you're part of the problem. Doesn't matter if you agree or disagree. It's just like the same thing.
Yeah.
You don't have to fucking agree with the sun rising.
Yeah.
Fucking does it anyway.
Yeah.
So if you support or like
it's down to this simple. If you don't think all Nazis are bad, you're the problem.
Yeah.
It's literally that simple.
Because they are. That's the whole thing. It's the nature of the thing. It's the principle of it.
Yeah.
Like you can. Okay. World War II Germany. Very different.
Yeah.
That was join the Nazi party and vote for Hitler. Or die.
Yeah.
Then if you said you were a member of the Nazi party.
Yeah. It's like.
That's very different.
From now. Or like just like right after that.
Right.
Like if you like after World War II and you said you were still a Nazi.
That yikes. Like like they didn't really have a choice.
Yeah.
Like
and also they had like complete control over the news.
Yeah.
So like it was just a very
fascism at its highest point probably.
Yeah.
Very unprofessional, Simon.
Notifications. I'm sorry.
Very unprofessional.
Some people were liking my my funny tweets.
But yeah, it's simple as that. If you support Nazis in any type of way, you're part of the problem.
Huh.
Still on his phone.
Sorry, my brother's band just followed me on Instagram.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Did they follow me? Tell them to follow me.
Let's see.
I'll like all of their pictures. You have cheese on your shirt, by the way.
They do. They don't
eat
follow
it.
you. But
still on his phone. Yeah. Still good. All right, fine. I'll get my phone.
No, I turned it. Zach, no.
That'll be the next 20 minutes. Just us.
Just checking me and checking
goddamn
Twitter.
Phones.
Yeah. We're not actually checking Twitter right now. So now that we've talked about trans rights and how they should be, and how Nazis are bad. On to Sunday, our next topic.
Oh yeah, Sunday. Right. Today's Sunday.
Today is Sunday. For us, not for you.
Yeah.
It could be any day of the week when you're listening to this.
I mean, it might be.
Might be. If you're tag yourself. If
because what if it comes out at 10?
Yeah.
They're 8 hours behind.
Yeah. They could be. It could
still Sunday.
Or they could be listening on the next Sunday. No?
No, let's do it as soon as it comes out. No, yeah. Sunday.
Yeah.
Day of the Sun.
Yeah.
S-U-N.
Yeah. Interesting thing about days of the week.
There's 7 of them.
There's 7.
And they happen every week.
Yeah. Don't they originate from like Norse stuff? Because like Thursday, like
Wednesday was Woden's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, maybe. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Those two, at least.
Just those two. They had a 2-day week.
Well, I feel like, how would that work? 2-day week.
2-day week.
Would you? What's the weekend? Is that?
It's a long day. Same week time, just long days.
Really?
No.
Well,
you could do it. You could do it multiple. You could have short weeks, long days,
or just normal days, 2-day weeks.
Yeah.
But what's the weekend? Is it? So let's say Woden's Day and Thor's Day.
Yeah.
Those are the 2 days. So it's Thor's Day weekend, party time, and then back to work Woden's Day.
Yeah. It's one off, one on.
And then party time. Sounds good to me.
Isn't it interesting that we like juristate? That's not a word.
No.
What's the word I'm looking for? Jurisdict, right? Maybe.
Don't use the word incorrectly, because you do that all the time, and you think I won't catch you, but I do.
Isn't it interesting how
every single time, like when you said melodramatic, when you meant calm and soothing, and Julia was like, "Oh yeah, totally, that sounds right," and I was like, "What did you say?" Sorry, go ahead.
I said, isn't it interesting how we like structure our lives based on like an arbitrary system of like time?
Yeah.
Like weekends don't mean anything.
I mean, we got to do it like somehow.
Yeah.
Just, well, we really don't though.
Yeah.
It's part of. I won't say it's part of capitalism.
Yeah.
But it definitely helps capitalism.
Mm-hmm. It's not. It doesn't originate from it.
No.
No.
But because it exists, it's easier to maximize your profit and your time spent working.
One thing I don't understand is why, I guess probably because it'd be too much effort, why the world doesn't switch like for like capital like sales. Why don't they use like a sort of universal time so they don't have to use time zones and convert it? Like instead of going off the sort of like, oh, it's 8 here, 12 there. We need to like ship it over there, so it's like they have to calculate how much time it is, like figure out like.
Well, I mean, it's not that hard.
Yeah. Well, I just feel like it'd be like just a little small, like make it easier for.
I mean that.
Make it like
how,
business
though?
time.
Because like if one nation.
Yeah.
Is 8 hours behind.
Yeah. Then you just have 2 times, like your time and business time.
Well, yeah, but your work
and business time is only used for like shipping and receiving and like all that stuff.
But that wouldn't work because if every other system and every other like business operates on normal time, then business time wouldn't work with all other time around the world, especially if one nation is like still in the middle of the night.
Yeah. Well, it's just middle of the night, like business time.
Okay, yeah, but for who? For the person that's in the middle of the night, but not for the person on the other side of the world.
It's just a general time of like.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying how would you relate one worldwide time if it's completely different for everybody? I'm sure someone has thought of this before you, Simon, and there's a reason it doesn't exist.
That's just... What I'm saying is the only reason that would be used is for, like, things when, like, let's say there's a ship that travels...
No, I get what you're saying.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay. It's so we got to get it there by 8 o'clock business time.
Yeah.
Okay, so then Japan is sending a ship to New York.
Yeah.
And New York business is like, oh, it's going to get here 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
And the ship captain is like, oh, sorry, we're supposed to get there at bleep blorp o'clock. It doesn't work. The systems don't match up.
You didn't know everyone does. That's what I'm saying. Everyone uses business time.
But you said it's just for like shipping and receiving.
That's what I'm saying.
But the actual business part, businesses will still need to operate on a normal schedule.
Yes, of course.
So
that's
the
what I'm
normal
saying.
schedule won't match up with the shipping and receiving time if it's a different clock. So that'll work.
Yeah.
For all the boats going around everywhere.
Yeah.
But not for when it actually needs to get to its destination. While you're on the water, great. It's floop flinging time.
Well, it's just the same. It's the same 24-hour period.
Then why change it at all?
Just so you don't have to add 4 hours.
What? I'm so confused. If it's the same 24-hour period, what are you changing? How is this 24-hour period different from another one?
It's just a universal time that everyone uses across the globe that doesn't change based on time zone.
That's so weird and unnecessary. We spend a lot of time talking about that. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
We'll work out the kinks, and
we'll talk it over with.
We'll text the
President.
Emperor of the world.
Yeah.
No, fuck Donald
Jerry
Trump.
Seinfeld.
Yeah. Like, hey,
Jerry.
business time. Pizza time. We'll call it pizza time.
Pizza time. There we go. Only pizza stores operate under it. I was thinking about something like that.
Jerry Seinfeld?
Sort of. It was more like thinking about how I would pitch a show.
Yeah.
Like, let's say we got a show. Like, fucking Skits and Bits. Let's pitch Skits and Bits to, like, an executive. How the fuck do you do that? Like, I was sitting there, like, lying in bed one night. Like, how would I, like, try to, what's the word again? I completely forgot. Pitch. That's the word. How would you pitch a show like that?
You'd be like, listen, I've got a show.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, yeah, that's why you're here. Can you hurry up? You got 15 minutes. And I'd be like, okay.
Give me a sec.
It's a comedy show. Like, yeah, we know. We're Adult Swim. Can you keep
Or Comedy Central.
You're like, all right. Mm-hmm. It's a skit show.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we got that from the name.
Yeah.
And it's funny. And that's it. That's all you need to know. We got 5 cast members. Mm-hmm. We got 1 camera, 1 microphone between all of us per Zach's request. Because that's obviously how you expedite the filming process.
Yeah.
Why you gotta fuck with all these extra cameras and microphones?
Yeah.
One can do the job.
One can do the job. You just share it, dummy.
Yeah. You don't gotta do all these extra angles. Just keep it in the same place.
Yeah.
That makes it so much faster.
Yeah.
If you don't move...
It's 10 to 15 minutes long.
Yeah. And you just stand in the same spot. Why would you move and have to do different takes?
Yeah.
Like, you can just... If you screw up your line, you can literally just start over, like, immediately. Like, you don't gotta... You know? Yeah. And they're like, "That you're right. That's a good idea. Why doesn't anybody else do that?" And they're like, "I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I just solved... I can film a movie on $100 and make, like, millions of dollars off of it."
I would love to see a Zach-only movie. Like, you produce, direct, and write a full movie like that.
Yeah. I could make it work.
You could, but I'd love to see it. I would love to see, like...
I'll do it.
Yeah?
I'll do it.
This summer?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Zach the movie.
Yeah.
Make it. I won't help at all. I'm serious. Like,
yeah, I know.
I will sit there and watch. Like, if you need, like, the only thing I would help with is, like, helping you, like, download Premiere Pro to edit. And that's it.
I really don't need help downloading a program.
Okay. I'm just saying, like...
I know how to download a program.
Because you're using my...
No, I got it.
Creative Cloud.
I got it.
You got it?
I got it.
You know my password, right? Don't say it out loud.
Simon loves hentai and lolis.
What's the numbers after it? And the number, like the numbers.
1.
Yeah, there you go. With like a capital
1.
S.
A capital 1.
What if you could do capital numbers? Like, sometimes I want to, like, put numbers...
Why does that sound correct? Capital numbers.
Capital numbers. Like, because, like, I feel like all numbers are capital as they are.
Yeah.
But we should have lowercase numbers.
Yeah.
Like,
baby numbers.
Baby numbers. I guess we sort of already have that, but they're just, like, higher up. You know, like, they're usually the ones, like, after the period. The decimal numbers.
Those aren't baby numbers.
Well, sometimes they're, like, written, like, on a higher...
Oh, like above for, like, dollars and stuff?
Yeah, but they should be, like, written differently.
Yeah.
They should have a different, like...
Let's design them.
Let's design some lowercase
I think
numbers.
1 should just be a smaller line. Just like a little...
Yeah. Well, they have to, like, follow, like, lowercase rules, so it has to be, like, half of the size of a normal letter. Mm-hmm. It can go under, too. So we can, like, do, like, fun, like, G things and, like, J's. We can have, like, some dots in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I like dots.
Yeah.
Can do a little...
You're doing a language, right? You should add in lowercase numbers.
You're right.
Yeah.
I should. It's a good idea. He said we're not going to do a writing system.
No.
But I kind of want to do one anyway.
You should do one. Just, like, tack it on.
Every word is going to have the same symbol, but I'm going to do lowercase numbers. Very contextual language.
Mm-hmm.
You mean dog? No, I mean pizza, man. Look at
it. It's all about, how you write it.
Old writing systems are very fascinating.
Yeah. I've always been interested in runic writing, old fucking what are they? The English
runes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking who did it?
I mean,
Anglo-Saxon,
Norse.
is that it? Norse?
Well, Anglo-Saxons is after the Saxons came to England.
Yeah. So who is it? So just
Saxons.
the Saxons?
Yeah.
Didn't really pay attention in 12th grade English.
Well, I mean, they didn't really teach you that.
Yeah, that's true.
They taught you what they wanted you to know about some of America's history.
Well, it wasn't, no, I was talking about 12th grade English, because we learned a bit about that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, yeah, I don't know, I just like history in general, but writing systems and language and the anthropology of language is super interesting to me. So the old counting systems and marking systems they would use.
Which language is it is based in numbers? I think is it Hebrew or I forget.
What do you mean?
I just heard a passing comment about it, but I'm pretty sure there's a language that their writing style is based in numbers. No.
I mean, numbers came from Arabic and Arabic language. I don't remember. But there's not one that's based on numbers. How would you do that?
I don't know. That's why it confused me because I didn't understand
number for every word. They've tried to do that before.
Yeah.
They've tried to make a perfect scientific language that was numbers for words.
Yeah.
But then they realized that there was no easy way to correlate things. Words have correlation.
Yeah.
Take man, woman.
Yeah.
Okay. So what? That would be 1 and 2?
Yeah.
Those numbers have no correlation.
Well, they sort of did it with computers.
Well, that's different.
Yeah. But you can't, read it. You could look at the binary.
But it's for the computer.
Yeah. The computer reads it and then, interprets it.
But, we humans need more, Yeah.
It's always it baffles me that, that thing right there, the computer... It's run on ones and zeros.
I don't get how it works. It's
so,
because
okay,
what?
Okay, go ahead. Because I learned about this in my computer science class.
We only got 7 minutes.
Well, we do need to cut a little bit, so we gotta go over.
Don't give me 30 minutes of computer. I'm just who sat down and was okay, I gotta write this shit out. So that a machine can read it and then figure out how to use that for tasks.
It baffles it baffles me that happened. Who thought of that? How we can store information as complex as this Apple computer is on a binary system of ones and twos.
Yeah.
Ones and zeros.
Ones and twos.
Ones and twos.
It's changed. Give me the rundown.
Okay, so numbers. You know how our numbering system is based on a system of 0 to 10 or 0 to 9, and then it starts over at 10 to 19, 20 to 29, and that's how it works. We get 10 numbers in a little section before we start over and do it again.
Yeah.
Before we switch to the next sort of digit. Try to imagine that, but with you only get 2 numbers.
Okay.
It also works with different stuff. So hexadecimals works the same way, but instead of 10 digits, we move it to 16.
Yeah.
So instead of we can't use numbers for that, so we put some letters in there. So those represent numbers. Binary is all ones and zeros.
Yep.
So 0, it's just 0. 0, no, 1 is 1.
That's it. That's all you need to know.
But it's fascinating.
Kind of
I had to learn how to do math in binary. I completely forgot it.
Yeah.
But it was very hard to wrap my head around, like using a different number system than tens.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that?
No.
No?
No.
So...
Can't imagine that. Beyond my capabilities.
So instead of like going up to 2, you would
I mean, like, I get what you're saying.
You do 10.
Like, yeah.
But it's not 10, it's 2.
Right, yeah.
And then after that, it's you do 1, 1. And then you do 1, 0, 0 to represent 4. And then 5 is 1, 0, 1. 6 would be 1, 0, 1, 0. 7 would be 1, 0, 1, 1. 8 would be 1, 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1, 0. 9 would be 1, 1, 1, 1. 10 would be 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, whatever.
Yeah.
And that's how it works.
Interesting.
It's hard to think about. Like, it's a very hard concept.
Yeah.
And it baffled me for a good portion of that class. I'm surprised.
Why binary, though?
Why
that
binary?
Just easier?
It's because we've only learned how to store information in ones and zeros.
Yeah, but like why? What's the reason for that?
Why do we do that?
Like why are we only able to do binary?
Because we haven't figured out a better storage system of information.
It's just more practical in binary?
We haven't figured out anything else. The only other thing is quantum.
But we designed the system, right?
That's the thing. Like, it's all memory is like it's like a state of on and off, basically.
Yeah.
So like something's on and then something's off. That's all we have.
Right.
But,
see, this is why I think everything is fake and it's all because like I don't know how this shit works. It's not real.
Yeah.
It's not real.
And that's why quantum computers like baffle my mind. Is because it's they have like up to 8 states.
And it's like
instead of just 2.
Somebody designed this whole ass system. No.
Based on ones and zeros.
No. And the computer takes that and no. I look at a car engine.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
all the good.
I'll ask like, best mechanic guy in the world. And be like, how does it work? Like, I don't know. It just does its thing,
Yeah.
Like who sat down and they're like, okay, we gotta have they thought of all these little components to do all these little things.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, it was a trial and error system, and it was added and evolved over time.
Yeah.
But still,
it started with analog, so everything was like, you saw those. You've seen those like big computers with like everything's like with tubes and piping. So that's how computers used to be.
Right.
And it just used to be like a new method of storing data.
It's fake. It's not real.
So then people were like, "Oh, cool! We can store data electronically. That's interesting."
Yeah.
Because they never had that before.
You can do that in Minecraft.
I just watched a video on like a computer in Minecraft and it blows my mind.
Oh god.
I want to see like
Crazy.
someone that knows Redstone, knows how it all works, and like it.
Yeah.
I want them to experiment with mods because they all like the Redstone engineers. They only go for vanilla, which is like fine, but modded Minecraft has like billions of Redstone mods that can like shrink down Redstone builds to like this big. This tiny.
Like that big.
That big.
Yeah. It's interesting. It's really neat. I don't get how so many things work. Like, I want to know shit like that, though. Like, I want to figure out stuff like that, but I don't have the fucking time.
Yeah.
If I'm going to figure something like that out, that's my career.
Yeah.
But that's not enough. Like, I want to know so many things.
It's also interesting, like, once, like, you've had that, like, oh, I don't know this thing. So it's just like a permanent, I don't know. And one of these days I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Like, you're not actively going out to figure out what the solution is.
But every time you think of it, you're like, oh,
I wonder how that works.
Yeah.
Like, the other day we were like, oh, how does wind work?
Yeah.
And we couldn't
figure it out. I don't fucking know how wind works. And with, like, Google described it or whatever, I still don't know. I still don't get it.
You don't understand it?
Well, kind of. It's
just like different atmospheric pressures and
moving
air and then...
Yeah, but like, how?
How does the atmosphere carry pressure?
How does
Probably
that
some sort of ozone bullshit.
No, but like, how does that move the air?
How does it? Just
how?
like... It pushes it.
Yeah, but how?
Pushes it.
But how?
Pressure.
How?
Pressure pushes things.
How?
I don't know.
You're repeating the same answer. See?
Yes,
Like somebody knows
somebody
that.
knows.
Somebody figured it out.
Yeah.
But how? I want to know everything. I want to know everything. That's not true. I don't want to know everything.
Yeah. It was just like that with once I figured out how binary systems work.
Yeah.
It was just like, that's how it works?
It's a whole fucking
makes sense.
universe of knowledge.
Yeah.
It's so interesting. And it's sad that we have to limit ourselves
to ones and zeros.
to like,
Oh,
no, that's not what I meant. To
thing,
like
yeah.
one big thing like that you want to learn about because you don't have time.
You can't like pursue more than like one interest, pretty much.
One major interest.
Like you can have hobbies.
Yeah.
But like that, it scares me because like I'm interested in so many things like that.
Yeah.
Like I would love to do art. I would love to do coding. I would love to do game design.
Now that medical technology is advancing and all that.
True. We could like live forever.
Well,
like prolong
we're
life.
going to die out
Yeah.
and like give it a couple decades. But if that doesn't happen.
Yeah. Then maybe. CRISPR. You've heard about CRISPR, right?
You better believe I'll fucking learn how computers work. And car engines. I'll be like, that little thing right there does that.
I have been like, I've wanted to learn how cars work one of these days, but also I kind of don't.
I have like, I mean, I know like how most of the part, like I could fix a car pretty well, I think. Also, I've never had to apply it before.
I'm also one of those guys like, oh fuck, my car's broken. I go out there, like I open the hood and stare at it for a good second. It's like,
Well, nothing's smoking, so I don't know what to do.
Like you check the oil and the oil's fine. It's like,
Yeah, like I mean, I don't know, but I don't know how it all works.
Yeah.
Like I just know, oh, that thing's fucked up. Let me try this.
Yeah.
Nope. Okay, gotta buy a new whatever.
Yeah.
Like, but I don't know how it works. Like I want to get down to the barest little thing. Like put me on an island.
Yeah.
I want to be able to make a car out of rocks and sticks. Like that's what I'm talking about.
That's what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Fucking look at old Leonardo da Vinci.
Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah. He made a car out of rocks and sticks.
I love looking at like Leonardo da Vinci's machines.
Yeah.
Because they're so simple. Like they rely on just like
but they're also not.
No, that's the thing. They're primitive and it's right for like what he had at the time.
Yeah.
But it's ingenious what he was able to do with the technology that was available to him.
That's what I meant, yeah.
Like it's crazy, and we honestly don't know if it worked. Some of the stuff, of course, like Mythbusters. They've done some of it, but like you know their death laser, like that one's been like tried to recreate like so many times. Reason why it doesn't work is they don't have that magic bronze or whatever. You know that shit in Celestial Bronze. And Harry Percy Jackson.
I like how Jamie was like, he was like, I don't think our death ray is working. I'm standing right in it. I'm not dead. What a brave man.
What a brave.
It was his mustache. It was soaking up all the death rays.
Getting all that power.
Yeah. Interesting shit.
So that's how computers.
We should have an episode.
Yeah.
Just like
figuring stuff out.
Like we each come to the table with like stuff.
Yeah.
And we figure it out, or we explain it.
Yeah.
I think that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Or we can have another podcast.
We have another different show. I feel like that'd be better visual format.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
put a whiteboard in the background.
Yeah. We got lab coats on.
Yeah.
That'd be really fun. Yeah. Like we're going to like professional businesses in like lab coats.
And we can have guests on to describe shit that they know about.
That's true.
Yeah.
I feel like I have like a little bit of an engineer in me.
Yeah.
Like if I applied myself, I could probably be an engineer. But also it's like...
Yeah.
Have you seen William Osman? Any of his videos? They're fantastic.
Yeah.
Because he's like an engineer that like he graduated from like engineering school or whatever. But
the one.
Yeah. But like he just decided to become a YouTuber and like make dumb machines.
Oh, cool.
And it's just all of his videos are fantastic.
That's awesome.
Like he used to have a laser cutter. He doesn't anymore because his house burned down that had a laser cutter.
Damn.
Funny enough, laser cutter didn't cause it. It was because of California wildfires.
Ah, that's sad.
Yeah. It was a really sad video when
Did he like get?
He's all settled out now. Like he has a new house and he's like living with another YouTuber guy.
It fucking sucks.
Yeah, but you know it's all worked out now. Like it's good. Yeah, his videos are fantastic. I love him. He's done like collabs with like his most recent one is actually Jacksepticeye.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, like he sent him a bidet.
Like
he made his own bidet that played Megalovania.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Like mechanical engineering is very applicable.
Oh, it is.
Like it's mostly just problem solving and like being able to like put shit together.
Which
like that's the cool thing to me.
And my love of it started because my dad got me a Lego robotics set.
Hell yeah.
And I remember as a little baby kid, we were walking through Toys R Us as you used to do as a kid. And I can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cry.
No, wait, they're bringing it back.
What?
You didn't hear about that?
No.
Yeah.
Toys R Us is back?
Well, not like yet, but yeah.
What?
I swear to God. Really? No, like, have you really not heard about that?
No.
I heard
it was dead.
No, I heard it like a month or two ago.
God.
That they were like, oh yeah, actually not really.
Let's go to a Toys R Us.
Ooh. Like I haven't seen anything else on it since then.
Yeah? Well, once they come back.
Yeah.
Because I miss Toys R Us. Just like walking through the aesthetic. But I remember seeing like the Lego robotics, like the second one or whatever. Not the first one, because that was lame. But like I was looking at it, I was like, oh, that's really cool. I was as a kid, you like holding the box, looking through all the like little things, reading it. I was like, oh, this is so awesome. But then I look at the price, it's like $200. I was like, oh God, I'm never gonna get this. And like my dad was just watching me. I was like, I can't wait, because he knew he was gonna get it for me.
Hell yeah.
And like after that moment, I forgot about it.
Dang.
Didn't remember. And then Christmas hit, and I opened the present, and I looked at my dad, wide-eyed, just like, I can't believe that you got me this.
That's awesome.
Have you seen those like Doge memes that are coming back?
Yes.
I love them. They're so pure. They're so wholesome.
Full circle.
Yeah. But there's one where like the kid Doge is like, the dad Doge is like, oh, sorry, son, I couldn't, with your mom dying and me losing my job, I couldn't really afford the Switch this year. And then, like, the kid's like, all right, it's fine, I understand. And then he opens a present and it's a Switch, and his dad's just, like, looking at him, like, with a smile.
That's so sad.
It's so sad, but just so wholesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
God. Like you were saying, I like walking through, like, tool stores.
Yeah.
Like Home Depot and shit.
Yeah.
It's so nice. Like the smell and the look. And the same thing, like I want to know how all that shit works.
I want to build a deck.
I want to know what all of this is for, cuz I'll see stuff and I'm like, what the hell is that for? Like what would you need that for ever? Is that for like clubbing people? Like what is that used for? And I like in the order. Everything is so organized. It's like nutworthy.
We should just like go to Home Depot and buy some shit and build something.
A deck.
Let's build a deck.
The dorm.
This has been Tea Time Podcast with your hosts.
I've been Zach.
I've been Simon. We do many other things. We do Dungeons and Dragons podcast that comes out every other week usually, unless we take a week gap. Like last week.
We fuck something up.
Yeah, like my entire computer breaks, which happens more frequently than it used to be honest. It's kind of concerning. But luckily we have a backup computer.
Where is it?
It's behind me.
Oh. Don't do that. You might fuck it up more.
Just like falls apart.
We have tricks
and bits. Tricks and Skittles.
Yep.
That other bi-weekly show that comes out the other weeks that Critical Miss doesn't come out.
Unless we fuck one of those up, then it's all messed up. That's why we need business time.
We do need. But yeah, it's a funny internet show. We do YouTube-like things on there, and we also like do like little skits, things that
and bits.
Just all around.
And you can find all that on
links, everything on our website, ijushows.com. Again, that's ijushows.com.
.com.
Yeah. IJUseshows.com. Just links to that.
Yeah.
I need some like once like I start to get a job, like an actual job.
Yeah.
I want to like buy a couple domains and have them linked to our website.
Nice.
Like really dumb ones. Like Zach is the big dumb idiot.com or .info. .co.uk.
All right.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Follow us on
trans rights.
Trans rights.
Good job, all you trans people.
Great job.
You. Good job figuring it out. I still
figuring
it out. I still haven't figured it out.
Me neither.
I'm still working on it.
Me too.
So that's good that you know.
Yeah. If you're working on it, we'll drink to that. But not like alcohol, but like
he's
Baja
holding
Blast.
a Baja Blast from Taco Bell. Oh shit! I got burritos to eat.
I got 2 more tacos and a burrito to eat. I'm happy for that. I'm ready. Let's go eat it.